Hello, good morning everyone. Today we are going to have some extra examples on the cubes. In the previous video, we have understood what is cube and also I have solved some examples on basis on cube. Now let's revise the how you can say or how you can define the cubes. So we can say that a natural number is said to be a perfect cube if it is the cube of some natural number. Now what is actually the cube? A given natural number is a perfect cube. Any given natural number is a perfect cube if it can be expressed as the product of triplets of equal factors. The product of triplet of equal factors. The example I can give is, if it is 6 cube, then these can be represented as, now the factors of 6 are 2 into 3. So the product of 2 into 3 times. This is called triplet of the same factors. Or even you can write it as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, like this. And then the number will arise equal to 260, which is the cube of 6. So this way, what it is? The cube is the perfect cube is such a number which can be represented in the form of triplets of the same factor. Triplet of the same factors. So remember this. This is the definition for cube. Now let's go for some extra examples. Evaluate. Now evaluate means you have to find the cube of the given number. Now say, let me take here say 60 cube. Now we have to find what is 60 cube. It can be found out by multiplying 63 times. But instead of that, if we go for the prime factorization, it will be much better. So, by going for prime factorization of 60, what we get? 60. And first it goes 13, again 2, 15, 3, 5, 1. Now we have got the factors of 60. The factors of 60 are this. So we will write as 60 cube equal 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 cube. So can we write it as equal to 2 cube into 2 cube into 3 cube into 5 cube. You can write this as But instead, this will go again longer. Again, you have to multiply some smaller numbers again and again. So instead of this, what you will do is the smart work. We'll multiply these three first. What is the multiplication of these three? 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So 12 multiplied by 5 cube. Now 12 cube into 5 cube. What we get? Now 12 cube it is 144 into 12. So 12 fours are 48, 12 fours are 48, 52, 12 ones are 12 and 5, 70. So it is 1728 multiplied by 5. Sorry, 5 cube is 125. So what we get then? Then we have to multiply this. So by multiplying this, what we get? 125 we multiply. We get 216 multiplied by 216,000. One more shortcut I can tell you here. Now see here 60 cube. When we say 60 cube, so while writing this is 0, so we know that 10 cube is 1000. 1000 in 1000 3 zeros are there, so we'll put 3 zeros first, and then 6 cube. 6 cube is 260. See, it is very simple. So this way, in short, also you can find out the answer. But when it is asked for higher marks, you have to go by the steps. Now these steps may vary according to the factors you take in multiplication. Next is, say, evaluate the square of cube of 0.05 whole cube. Now we know that we can write this or convert this as shifting the decimal by 2 places. We get 5 upon 100 cube. Now it is easy. 5 cube is 125 upon 100 cube is 10 left. Now seeing this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the decimal has to be shifted by 6 places. So the cube of that will be 0.123456 places. The decimal which was here after 125 will be shifted 6 places ahead, will give you, and the denominator will become 1. So 0.000125. So it is very easy to calculate the cube. Just we have to think what step should be applied. If it is in the fractional form, that is 1 and 3 by 10. First, you have to convert that into the fraction. So 10 1 the 10 plus 3, 13. It will be 13 upon 10 cube. Now, 13 upon 10 cube. 13 cube is, we can write it as 13 cube upon 10 cube equal. 13 cube gives you 169 into 30. So 9 is 27, 18, 25, 9, 6, 1. It is 7, 9, 1, 2. It is 2197 upon 10 cube is 1000. So how many zeros are there? 3. So you have to shift the decimal by 3 places. So it will become 2.197. So the cube of this fraction will be, in decimals you can find out like this, or even you can reduce this, or you can write in the mixed fraction also as 2 and 197 upon 1000. So anyway, either you can write in this way or you can write in this way. It depends on you, or if it is being asked, write the answer in the decimal form, you have to go like this. If it is given that write the answer in mixed fractional form, you have to write in this way. It depends whether it is being asked or not, and up to what we have to solve. Either you can go in the decimal form or you can go keep that in the mixed fractional form. Now, here one question is, which of the following numbers are perfect cubes? In case of perfect cubes, find the number whose cube is the given number. Now let's take one number, say 5000, 5324. 5324. You have to find out whether this is a perfect cube or not. So, first step is to go for a prime factorization method. So, for that, I will write 5, 3, 2, 4. I will divide by 2 as it is an even number. So, 2 is one of the prime factor of this. So, it will be 2, 6, again 6, and then 2. Again divisible by 2. So 1, 3, 3, 1. Now see, add this. You get 6 plus 2, 8, which is not divisible by 3. Can you divide it by 7? 7 1 the 7, 63. 7 9s are, but 1 remains, so no. 5 obviously it is not, because we want 0 or 5 at the ones place. After 7 comes directly 11. Yes, it is divisible by 11. Why it is divisible? Because 3 plus 1 is 4 and this 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. This is the divisibility test of 11. So 11 can be a factor. So 11 ones are 11 remains 2. 11 twos are 22 remains 1. 11 ones are 11. Again 11 we get 11 here. Again 11 we get 1. Now our prime factorization is over. Now is this a perfect cube? No. Why? Because here only 2 2's are there, 3 11's are there, but 2 is missing, 1 2 is missing. Therefore 5 3 2 4 equal to 2 square into 11 cube. Hence it is not a perfect cube. It is not a perfect cube. One more example we'll see. 9261. Now here also we have to find whether it is a perfect cube or so. The method is the same. Go for the prime factorization first. So you will get 9 here, 9261. As it is 1 at the end, add these all numbers, you get 18. So it is divisible by 3. Because it is odd number, so it is not divisible by 2. 2 cannot be factored. So 3. 3 3's are 9. 0. 3 8's are 24. 3 7's are 21. Now add it again. You get 18, which is again divisible by 3. So 3. 3 1's are 3. 0. 3 2's are 6. 3 9's are 27. Now see whether it is divisible again by 3. 9 plus 3 is 12, again divisible by 3. So 3. 3 3's are 9. 3 4's are 12. 3 3's are 9. Now, is it divisible still? No, it is not divisible by 3 now. So let's try now. Here it is 1's place is 3, so 5 cannot be the factor. Let's divide by 7. Now 7 4's are 28. Remains 6 63. 7 9's are 63. Again 7. 7 7's are 49. Again 7. Now see here. Here you have got the triplets. You have got the triplets. So we can write it as equal to 3 cube multiplied by 7 cube equal to 3 into 7 cube equal to 21 cube. Therefore, 9261 is a perfect cube. And it is the cube of 21. So, as they have said here, whether you have to first find whether the given number is a perfect cube. Here you have got two triplets, so it is a perfect cube. Now we have written that in the factorized form, and from that we have got it as 21 cube. So it is the cube of 21. So this is the very simple method to find out whether given number is a perfect cube and of which number it is a cube. So here we will go further for some different examples. Which of the following are the cubes of even numbers? Now, as I explained yesterday, just we have to see, as it is given that the given numbers are cube, but out of that, which are only the cubes of even number. Now, yesterday I explained that the cube of an even number is always even number and cube of an odd number is always odd number. So, we have to see whether the given number is odd or even. If it is given that these are the perfect cubes, then you have to see that the given number is even or odd. If it is even, then it is the cube of even number. If it is odd, it is the cube of odd number. So here the numbers given are 216, which is even number. So obviously it is the cube of even number. We know that 216 is the cube of 6. 6 is an even number. Even 216 is the even number. 729, I will write on the board itself these numbers. 216 is the cube of, sorry, I will write it as this is an even number, which is the cube of 6, which is the 6 is also an even number. So we can say directly that 216 is the cube of an even number 6. Next is 729. Obviously at the end is 9. So you can say that yes, it is the perfect cube of odd number, as this itself is a odd number. So 729 is cube of what? 729 is the cube of 9. It is the cube of 9, where 9 is an odd number. So you can see here the even numbers, if these all or whatever the number given are the natural numbers, and if they are even, then it is the cube of an even number only. If it is an cube number and odd number, then it will be the cube of an odd number only. So these you have to remember very nicely so that you will never be wrong. Which of the following are the cubes of odd numbers? Same as even, they have given also series of one series and they have asked about the cubes of odd numbers. So just you have to see which are the odd numbers and those are the cube of odd numbers. Find the smallest number by which 1322 must be must be multiplied so as to produce a product is a perfect cube. So 1323 is the given number. Is the given number. Now first of all, you have to find out a number by which it should be multiplied to get a perfect cube. So first we have to factorize this. So 1, 3, 2, 3. Total is 9. So obviously divisible by 3. So when we divide by 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 3. Again divisible by 3, see 9 is the total. So 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 7s are 21. Again divisible? No. It is not divisible by 3 now. Why? Because the total of these three numbers is 13, which is not divisible by 3. So it cannot be divided by 3. And obviously 137 itself is a prime number. What it is? It is a prime number. No, it is not a prime number. Anyone? It is divisible by 7. 7 1s are 7. 7 9s are 63. So we get here 19, which is an 19 is a prime number. So here we get 1. So we have found the factors of this. So what should be the number, minimum number by which you have to multiply these to get a perfect square cube? So it is equal to 3 into 3 into 7 into 90. Therefore, 1323 should be multiplied by should be multiplied by around it is mistake or big mistake another. It should be 7, not divisible by 7 again. So let it be. So this is the prime number itself. So 137, then 1. Now here the factors are 137. So what you should multiply? Therefore 1323 should be multiplied by 3 into 137 square to get a perfect cube. To get a perfect cube. So this is the way. One more example we should take in this series. Yeah. If the given number is 8,800 788. 8788. Now, this is the given number, and you have to find out by which number these numbers should be divided to get a perfect cube. So again the procedure is the same. Go for the prime factorization. 8, 7, 8, 8 divisible by 2 as it is even number. So 4, 3, 9, 4. Again divisible by 2. 2, 1, 9, 7. Now, is it divisible by 3? No. It is not divisible by 3. Is it divisible by 7? Not divisible by 7 also. So let's go for 11. 109. 10. Not divisible by 11 also. 13. 13 also. 17. Let's take some another example. Say 1660. 1660. Now go for factorization. So 1600 to 800 to 400 to 200 to 100 to 50 to 25 5 5 5 1. Now here we have got one pair, we have got second pair, and here one 5 is missing. So we can write this as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. So this is one pair, this is another pair. Here 5 is lacking. Therefore 1600 should be divided by 5 into 5 equal to 25 to get 8 perfect. Now let's do that. 1600 divided by 25, we get 6 are 150, 4 are 100. So now 64 is a perfect cube, as 64 equal to 4. So this is the way that we should solve the numericals based on cubes. Next lesson or next video we will go for the second part, that is cube root, day after tomorrow. Up till then, thank you. Solve the given exercise given yesterday as a worksheet, that is exercise 7.1. Thank you. Be safe at home. Take care of yourself and your family. Thank you.